70 years ago, this airport couldn't have even been existing because there was no land here, it was all water. But now we have a 3-kilometer long runway and we have this wonderful Aviodrome for us to explore together. So amazing.
Delta Lima Alpha Tango, holding point Alpha, roll up piste 08, and full power. Airspeed is alive, 50 knots, rotates. Lelystad Tower, hello, Delta Lima Alpha Tango.
Delta Lima Alpha Tango, good morning.
Delta Lima Alpha Tango, good morning. With flight plan, is it possible to go via Bravo, or do you want me to circle around and go via the Mike arrival, Delta Alpha Tango?
Delta Alpha Tango, you can proceed direct to the field from present via Bravo. Runway 05 is in use. QNH 1030, report entering control zone.
Delta Alpha Tango, entering control zone 1,300 feet.
Delta Alpha Tango, roger, proceed via Yankee, and after Yankee descend to 1,000 feet for a right and now runway 05.
It looks beautiful here, man. Absolutely beautiful.
Delta Lima Alpha Tango, runway 05, clear to land, wind 05010.
Clear to land, number 05, Delta Alpha Tango. Be checked, let's go.
Papa Alpha Sierra, on downwind runway 05, touching 0. Papa Alpha Sierra, number 2, behind traffic at 1 mile final. Delta Alpha Tango, second exit to the right, please, Sierra 4.
Second exit to the right, Sierra 4, Delta Alpha Tango.
05015, runway 05, clear to touch 0. Delta Alpha Tango, parking is below the tower, Marshall will pick you up.
Follow the marshal, Delta Alpha Tango, below the tower. Car traffic my way, get out! I'm a plane!
Papa 2, taxi on the point, Sierra 5, runway 05.
Okay, we're at Lelystad Airport at the Aviation Museum of Aviodrome, and this whole museum actually shows you a lot about the history about KLM and, well, the airlines in Netherlands in general, as well as military aircraft. It also tells you a lot about the history about KLM flying to the Dutch East Indies. Batavia, today's Jakarta, was obviously, it was a colony, so people wanted to explore how best to get there. And so there were, at the beginning, prize funds to kind of get the race going, who can get down there first and then at the fastest time possible. As well as later on, normal airline operations started with a ticket costing up to 18,000 euros today. And you had to land and take off again for at least 15 times going around the world. It's a very long, it's an extremely long flight. But hey, it was back in the day. And we know that flying back in the day was only for, oh, red, stay calm. We know that back in the day flying was only for the very rich people. And today it's possible because of globalization and mass tourism, it's cheaper than ever. Behind me I have a MiG-21 from the German Democratic Republic, and on the left we have a Swedish Gripen 37 Viggen. There's not too many military aircraft here. I don't think the Dutch military is that big. I don't even see how it has to be big. But they got a lot of other things, a lot of other airplanes here, a Super Constellation, a DC-3.
Have you ever wondered how massive some airplanes really are? Take a look at the interior of the 747. Compared to that, I just look so small. I always enjoy a good aviation museum, and if possible I always like to visit them, especially when they are right next to the airfield I land at. So far I've been to the Deutsches Museum in Munich, as well as the Flugwerft Schleißheim Aviation Museum, in Berlin the Deutsches Technikmuseum, in Switzerland the Verkehrshaus der Schweiz, the Aviodrome in Lelystad, and later on I will visit the Aircraft Museum Praha Kbeli. There are a lot more I want to visit though. Especially in the US, there are some that I have to cross off my bucket list, one particular being the John F. Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The Aviodrome explores an interesting concept for the future, the affordable and commercial use of space transportation. Right now it is an expensive endeavor, however with new technologies and ever-increasing safety the cost sinks. If you look back at the beginnings of driving cars and flying planes, only wealthy people managed to afford that. But at present, both are reasonable for the majority of Earth's population. I'm always excited about the future and what it has in store for us, so reading about such interesting ideas moves me even more. And now, it is time to show you the reason why I started this whole trip.
Delta Lima Alpha Tango, check on point 05, runway 05.
So that's 02, we need to go to 05.
Delta Echo Lima Alpha Tango, line up and wait, runway 05.
And I've been waiting runway 05, Delta Alpha Tango.
Delta Alpha Tango, runway heading, the wind 050, 12 knots, 05, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 05, Delta Alpha Tango.
Over the gate of the request,
And rotate.
for go to full stop.
Robert over the 0 plus Mike.
M2, visual traffic, this is speed, Papa Romeo. 05 will take Papa Romeo, again. Delta Echo Lima Alpha Tango, you have left Lelystad CTR. Frequency change approved. Have a good flight.
Frequency change approved, thank you very much. Bye bye, Delta Alpha Tango. So, why do I need this? Well, in the rare occasion that I would have to make a water landing, I already have it on. It's just settling in that I'm in the middle of the ocean, and it's like, I don't know, it's just settling in a little bit of dread. I mean, look at this, looking in down there, like that. Gives me a little bit of anxiety. But I can see the island. Right in front of me. I'm coming for it. And I look so sick, dude. They look so getting excited! Woo-hoo! Celebrate. I know, first of all, celebrate my own birthday in a sense, and second of all, I need to celebrate being here, because this island, Helgoland, was the goal of this trip, and I reached it. I crossed the sea for the first time. I had a swim vest on for the first time in the cockpit. I felt the existential dread of thinking of what happens if I now lose the engine. Everything. But it worked out. I'm here, I'm happy, I'm glad, I'm relieved. I came to this part and I'm so happy about it. This island has a very natural beauty towards it, and I would not have known that this island actually existed if it wasn't for the airfields.
it was surprising to find out that such a remote aerodrome exists on Germany's only high seas island, basically. I flew myself over here. I did this. I'm proud of myself of being here. I'm proud of myself of the whole journey I took in order to get here. I'm proud of myself for starting my pilot license and for being able to say I made it. But I'm not the only one. Definitely my flight instructor Frankie. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to learn under you, for getting to know you. Thank you to Ansteger for being there, always supporting me and always kind of being a helpful hand, as well as to my dad for supporting me on my project back in the day, which was 3 years ago that I started with my license. So it wasn't just me that got here, it was all of us. Thank you for supporting this channel, these videos. It's good to know that someone out there is gonna watch this. It's gonna follow along and it's gonna just as much appreciate as I'm appreciating this right now. Thank you.